What about the newer themes emerging? What is it that has gotten you excited, if at all? Because there is this whole PLI-led manufacturing push. Subsumed within that is, to an extent, the EV theme, and I don't know how constructive you are or not there. There is green hydrogen, which is a bit of a black box. Data warehousing and how quickly that is coming up as well. So a lot of new themes which are not present for a better part of the last decade. What is it that is getting you excited out there, if at all?
So there's nothing new that's coming through for us. I mean, at least a lot of these things are happening, and I'm sure electric vehicles will be the norm going forward, given the numbers that you're seeing of bookings and the waiting list that is there. But I'm a little disappointed that as an Indian shareholder, we don't have an option to play 100% of the electric vehicle market. I mean, private equity is coming and diluting the listed companies' shareholders in the business. So, as an Indian shareholder, as an equity shareholder, I get left with a legacy business that's got a terminal value of 0, and the future business is getting parked with another private equity. I think someone needs to revisit their thought process on being listed. But so I don't know how we will fare as shareholders of automotive businesses in the long term. But if this trend continues, I think there will be a significant derating of Indian commercial vehicles, not just commercial vehicles, but automotive industry, of automotive stocks that are listed. Okay, so that's one extreme of EVs, and we're not really participating in any of that.
A bunch of these new EV companies are certainly selling fast, making a lot of noise, and our argument presented by a few who, if at all, comment on the strategy of the incumbents is that it's a new technology. It will take its time to develop. The price of the technology will come up. These guys have the distribution channels in place. When they want to make a good-looking electric two-wheeler, which is probably not too difficult to make, they will come in and swoop the market and at much better margins and returns. Is that a valid argument, Ken?
So you got a legacy player and you got a new participant, right? When you have something like this put together, it's going to be hyper competitive. Okay, because the incumbent is not going to let go, and the newcomer has too much to prove. Okay, so let's look at it a little bit from an industry standpoint. We do about 22 million bikes a year production capacity, or some number like this. The new capacity coming in electric bikes, if I add up everything which is in public domain, is about, and this is from the newcomers. Okay, it's another 15 million bikes. And if the incumbents have to hold on to their market share and the newcomers have to sell, you don't have a market. So you add the two. So the incumbents have to hold on to their market share of 22 million bikes, and the newcomers have to have a market share of that capacity coming in, which is 15 million bikes. India can't absorb that kind of capacity. So you're heading into a hyper competitive environment where probably in 3, 4, 5 years, you will have a massive consolidation cycle go on, and the emergence of someone who will completely dominate this industry. So it's a nice industry to watch out for purely from an academic purpose, but I wouldn't bet too much of capital on it. One, because the technology is evolving. Two, market shares will change dramatically and come back. But if I had to go down that path and I need to invest in that, then I'll hold all the participants together. I won't take a bet on one emerging as the lead winner.
Fair point.